Number 2 getting
How did you do? Just go straight through?
Yeah, I'm doing what I did today. Doing this time. I start and I keep going until I'm done.
It's always nice when you stop for gas and take a break and you pull that out of your face shield when it flew through your open visor and hit you in the face. I just hit a bump in this road a while ago and my tour pack came open and a lot of my items were just scattered along the highway.
Well, good morning, y'all. I'm out on the bike this morning. It is a nice day. It's about 65 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. And once again in North Texas, finally the wind's not blowing. But today I'm making a trip today. I think it's going to be about 513, 18 miles, something like that if I remember looking at the map. But I'm doing the Motorcycle Grand Tour of Texas today. And I'm going to go to Gladewater and Longview and Joaquin, Texas, which is on the Louisiana border, and then back down through Rusk, down to Groveton, and there's another stop in there somewhere too. I just can't remember what city it is, and then back home. So, but I should be able to cover 6 of the locations today, which will get me to 9 on the list. So making some progress, but it'll be a long day on the bike. But that's okay. It's a nice day and I haven't been out like this in a while. So 500 and we're going to call it 15 miles in the middle. See what it ends up being when we get back. But also we're going to have a surprise guest at lunch today. Somebody, one of the people I follow and have been following for a while. We're going to meet up for lunch in Longview. So stay tuned for that. Sit back and enjoy the ride. And thanks for rolling on too. I'm going to take a slight detour here because I think my tour pack just popped open again. When I hit a bump back there, I thought I saw it raise up in the air, so I'm going to pull over up here and make sure it's locked. It was loose again. I'm going to replace the latch on it, it looks like. But back on the road. We're coming into Terrell, Texas. And I see the big beaver up here in front of us, so we're going to stop and get some gas real fast at Buc-ee's. Leaving Buc-ee's, full tank of gas, and back on the road. 88 miles, 87 miles to our next stop. Okay, we're taking the exit off of I-20 East. I believe it's exit 2 or Highway 271 that's going to take us on up into Gladewater for our first 2 stops of the day on the Motorcycle Grand Tour of Texas. As I'm riding up this road this morning, I want to give a shout out to Riding Texan. He been really a good influence on how I'm doing my videos. I saw the other day, or we've talked back and forth about it, getting a new camera, DJI 5 Action Pro, and I really liked what he was being able to do with it, and I wasn't too happy with what I had with my Insta360, so I got one. I used it on my last video, and I could really tell the difference, so I've done a little bit more tweaking, and I'm hoping that it's going to be better on this ride today. But just a big shout out to these guys that have been doing this a while, that are willing to help out a new guy. I really appreciate it, but thanks to you, buddy. Alright, we're coming into the city limits of Gladewater, Texas. Population says it's 6,134, and we're entering in the Gregg County. So Gladewater's in Gregg County, Texas. Alright, what we're looking for our first stop is a big oil derrick. Should be in right downtown Gladewater. That's our first picture of the day. Downtown Gladewater, Texas. And I see our big oil derrick on the left here. And here we are. Right here we are at the Gladewater Museum. Literally right across the street. We'll right up here and stop at Whitewater's Museum.
Just finish them. Okay.
I've done it 3 times in a row.
Really? 3 years?
3 full, yeah.
Nice.
And last year I was second. I finished second.
In the like number 2 getting it done.
Yeah, number 2 getting it
How
done.
much? How did you do? Just go straight through?
Yeah, I'm doing what I did today. I'm doing this time. I start and I keep going until I'm done.
What's on the road for 24
I'm just
days?
on the road for 24 days.
That is crazy. Tell me your name one more time.
Greg Williams.
Greg, I'm so glad to meet you. I want to get a picture of your setup here because this is cool. That's how you can stay on the road for 24 straight days. Yeah. That's cool.
Over here.
Oh, nice. See, I have that on my wall at the house because obviously I can't put it on my bike.
See, I'm doing the Republic of Texas, so I'm about to pick up that and that and that. So that'll be nice.
Okay, nice.
I'll put you on here.
Thanks, I appreciate it. All right, as we're pulling out of Gladewater here in a few minutes, we're going to move on over to Longview. It's about 10 miles down the road, not a real long trip, but meet up with Byron Rides and have some lunch. Byron's one I've been watching since I first started doing this, and I've learned a lot from watching his videos. I'm hoping to get an opportunity today to pick his brain a little bit more. Okay, it's time to move on down the road. We're leaving Longview and headed to Joaquin, Texas, which is on the Louisiana border. Really enjoyed getting to spend some time with Byron. We had a good lunch and had a really good burrito. He did give me some information that I can use, and so I just thank him for his time today. So if you don't already do so, you need to check out his channel, Byron Rides. He has some really good content and it's always interesting. Well, as I pulled into Joaquin, Texas, I drove right past this thing, so making a quick U-turn, and we are out at the Flying G Motorcycle Shop and Museum in Joaquin, Texas, to get the next stop on the Motorcycle Grand Tour of Texas. Okay, as we ride through Rusk, Texas, our next stop is just down the road here a little bit at the KOA campground in Rusk, Texas. So we'll pull into the campground and get a stop there. That is our next stop on the Motorcycle Grand Tour of Texas. Get the picture, then we'll be on down the road. Well, something interesting just happened. Earlier I had to stop, lock my tour pack, relock it. Well, I just hit a bump in this road a while ago and my tour pack came open and a lot of my items were just scattered along the highway. I was able to stop and pick up everything. Had a little bit of damage on my mic case, but I did lose one of my DJI mic 2s, which had some audio on it from earlier today. So yeah, that was interesting. Hit a bump, that thing popped all the way open. Had to stop and get everything gathered back up, but not going to slow us down. We're going to keep going, and once we get home we'll do an inventory and see what we're missing. Alright, as we pull through Alto, Texas, our next stop on the tour is the Caddo Mounds State Historical Site. It's just right outside of Alto a little bit, so we're going to make our way over there and we'll stop and get our next picture on the Motorcycle Grand Tour of Texas. Okay, moving on down the road, our next stop will be in Groveton, Texas. I think it's like 56 miles between Alto and Groveton. So we get there, we're going to go stop at the next stop on the Motorcycle Grand Tour of Texas, which is the Trinity County Courthouse in Groveton, Texas. And this is an incredible trip. We are riding through Davy Crockett National Forest, and look at this tree-lined road right through the middle of a forest. All right, we're pulling into Groveton, Texas, and as we're approaching, up here on the left-hand side should be the Trinity County Courthouse in Groveton, Texas. It's our last stop today, our 6th stop on the Motorcycle Grand Tour of Texas. So we're going to get out here and grab this picture, and then it's going to be time to head back home. So thanks for rolling on today, and sit back, and we will see you when we get to our destination. This is Texas 7, which runs between 287 and Centerville, north of Groveton. This is a pretty nice little road that we're on.
It's always nice when you stop for gas and take a break and you pull that out of your face shield when it flew through your open visor and hit you in the face. Been one of those days, but that's okay. We're good to go.
Okay, we are northbound on 45, about 90 miles from home. So it says about an hour and a half or so. So we will be there in a flash, and we'll get a wrap up when we get there. All right, got the neighborhood in sight up here in a few minutes. What a day it's been. We left this morning at about 8:30. It's a little after 8 right now in the evening. When we get to the house, it'll be 518 miles. Knocked off 6 stops on our Motorcycle Grand Tour of Texas, and had a good lunch today with Byron rides. So it's been a great day. Had that little snafu with the tour pack, but that's okay. We moved on from that, and so I'm going to get in here in the house in a second, get settled, and as always, thank you for rolling on today with me, and we will see what's coming up next. Take care.